Pan looks like a story about freedom, a child who can fly, who never grows up, who lives outside rules, time, and consequence. Neverland promises endless play, endless adventure, and endless escape from the ordinary limits that shape everyone else's life. But the film keeps placing small and unsettling details inside of that fantasy. Peter forgets people the moment they leave. The Lost Boys repeat the same games without ever changing. Nothing in Neverland accumulates into memory or responsibility. Time does not wound anyone, but it also does not allow anyone to become anything. Soren Kierkegaard describes a form of despair that looks almost identical to this. Despair is not always sadness or suffering. Sometimes it is the refusal to become a self at all. A person can avoid despair's pain by avoiding commitment, history, and change. But that avoidance creates a deeper loss because the self only exists through time, relation, and risk. Peter's endless childhood begins to look different through that lens. His freedom no longer has weight because nothing can be lost. His joy has no history because nothing lasts. He escapes growing up, but he also escapes becoming a self who can love, remember, or be responsible for another person's life. Wendy's choice to leave matters for that reason. Growing up in the film is not presented as triumph. It is painful, uncertain, and final. But Kierkegaard would say that this painful movement toward time is exactly where the self becomes possible. To accept change, loss, and responsibility is to accept the conditions of existing as a person, rather than remaining suspended in possibility forever. Neverland, then, is not simply a dream of childhood. It is a vision of what happens when possibility never turns into reality. The film lets you feel the beauty of that suspension, but it also lets you feel its loneliness. Endless play cannot replace the life that unfolds through memory, care, and commitment. That is why Peter Pan still lingers. It quietly asks a question that children and adults both recognize. Is freedom the absence of limits? Or is it the courage to live inside of time where becoming someone always risks loss? The story never answers directly. It simply shows that the cost of never growing up might be never truly existing at all.